How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over the new void chart strategy that I've been running for Dark Surge and Sandlord. For Sandlord, I'm running it because the Sandlord drops are pretty profitable right now. The belts are selling for a ton, as I went over in the other video, as well as I have the pet, so it's better for me probably than it is for other people. So you don't have to do the strategy. You can just turn this video off now, to be honest, if you don't have the pet for Sandlord, or just change this Sandlord to something else. Run whatever. The main thing in the video that I wanted to go over today is for those that do want to do Sandlord. Basically the tests of what I was able to determine by just running a full Sandlord tree on tier 8. So running a full Sandlord tree on tier 8, this isn't leaning into how it was last league. I think last league, or whatever, Sandlord League, we were really focused on getting all of the quant. I remember we were running with Compass, or with, Clockwork, as well as just extra minions, like extra normal monsters, extra rare monsters. That it was appearing to be the best that we could get, is basically just as much quant as we could possibly get to maximize gold. I remember I feel like we were approaching like close to 15,000 per or something. I can honestly pull this up from last league, so from my chart from last league rather. So let's see. Clockwork, Auto War, Eterna. No, I mean, I guess they changed the gold maybe per, because I was looking at the things from last league and we were getting what, 1500 to 1751 per map. With this equals the average on this is quite a bit higher so far with this, so it's kind of nice for those that are looking to do things. The other big thing we did kind of learn, or that I did learn about Sandlord as well, is if you are trying to make your gold go as far as you possibly can, you want to make sure you're using level 5 pets and not level 6s. So the wage cost, let's ignore the gliders because they're giga expensive, but the wage cost on level 5 pets or level 5 workers is like 11 to 13 per. As soon as you go up to level 6s, the price on the wages literally go up by like 5 times or 6 times. So I don't know if that's really worth it. Like you're going, if you have a level 6 that's actually, or level 5 that's specialized, you're getting 72% you can get productivity versus 73. Like, how does this, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, spending 1% or spending this much extra money to get 1% extra production just doesn't make sense. If you have the right production, it's still, you're looking at what, 72 versus 81 for 6 times the wage, right? The math doesn't check out. 7 times the wage, I guess, basically on this one, right? It's like, I just don't see how you can justify that. Unless you're just doing this all day and you don't mind it. I feel like you're better off just having the coins go elsewhere, though, towards like leveling up other things, everything. I guess maybe once you have everything leveled up and you have a surplus of gold, you can do that, but I feel like you'd still be better off at that point just letting your gold go further. So another little tidbit that I did find in regards to Sandlord. So let's just jump into it for the tree that I've been running here. Again, this is Dark Surge and Sandlord. So let me go ahead and I'll make this, actually make sure I save this as a loot here. Create this. This is Dark Surge Sandlord. Off here. This should work on Time Mark 7 as well. If you are going to run this on Time Mark 7, I'd recommend building this with less points in Sandlord and putting more points into Dark Surge so that you don't have to run compasses. The compasses don't quite make sense. Yeah. Sandlord, Dark Surge. So the other thing I've been noticing with Dark Surge is the edicts right now are worth a ton. They're selling for a ton. yeah, edicts are going for like 15 FE per or something on dooms, and 7 or 8 FE per on the other edicts. So it's time to drive them into the ground. This is kind of what happens. People just like forget about it, and then people start going nuts, like double corroding gear. So, and then yeah, Emberon cores are still selling as usual. So it's just time to go and run stuff like this. I don't 5-click things anymore just because it I don't know. It's kind of annoying sometimes when they get like proxy shields and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and showcase the map here, kind of what it looks like. I'm still doing the League mech. I don't really know if I should be. I feel like I should, basically I should trigger it, and possibly if I don't hit, something from my pet, like hit double loot or whatever, then I should just probably just be ignoring it, because it does take quite a bit of time. This is kind of the same thing I was running into with the boss rush strategy. Is like, well, I probably shouldn't have been worrying about them. I should have just been doing other stuff. You know what I mean? I probably would have been better off with the time not killing them. Unless they proc a bounty or get the extra loot, right? I think it might be that route. Kind of up to people if they want to go that route themselves, but yeah, that's going to be up to them. So the main thing that I did notice with the gold here from the Sandlord tree is that the biggest things you're getting is there is a 26% chance to spawn these minions that will give you a guaranteed 1,000 gold minimum, which is really, really nice. That's the majority of like maintaining our high proc rate on a lot of gold, as well as bosses seem to be procking quite a bit as well. So that's pretty nice. And then again, you have like a decent chance to dupe your gold as well, or dupe the drops based off of just the full tree in there. So that's been pretty nice. Yeah, we've been kind of keeping it up. The one thing you do need to run with this is you do actually need to run the Dark Surge Compass. So keep that in mind if you are going to run this. Yeah, it might end up costing you a little bit, because I think those are like 1 to 2 FE per or whatever. So Dark Surge doesn't give any gold itself, but you are getting the edicts when they do proc, or when you get bosses. So as you can see, still decent money regardless of the Sandlord gold average here. So ignore the one map, but enjoy the money that can kind of get showcased in it. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, or come catch me on stream. Testing out new strategies, working towards Profound. We're getting there. I think we're up to like 20 billion DPS or something right now. I think we got up to, what, 1706 in here. So we're pushing. We'll get new gloves, and we should be able to spike into the 2000s with everyone else as soon as we replace our gloves. For those that are playing Iris and don't want to spend a ton of money on a neck like this, if you don't actually have the pet, the balance pet, or you don't have the balance pet, or you don't want to spend a ton of money, you can actually still balance your stats with this, even if you do have the balance pet. But a necklace like this with triple dex int, I tested this myself, swapping off the balance pet because my res wasn't balanced, and the damage was actually fairly comparable. I was really surprised. I mean, it was within like 1 to 2 billion, with me being at like 20 billion BPS. So it was within 10%, and this is extremely cheap. So, yeah, if this is someone, if you're someone who's running around with no pet, run a necklace like this instead. Just go all in on the stat stacking, and you'll probably be better off. Yeah, so give it a shot. Something else for everyone out there. So yeah, have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and other than that, see you in the next one.